Hey everyone, this is Tony Zioli from Digital Strategy Works, once again talking WordPress for small business. I'm out and about today, unshaven, and just getting here on Facebook Live just to cover a few little issues in terms of, getting started with WordPress, managing WordPress, these kinds of things for your small business. So, one of the things that happens with WordPress today is that it's advanced so much in the 16 years since it's been released that people dive into WordPress and they don't understand or know all of the potential functionality and tools that are provided within WordPress core, or what you can do with WordPress with third-party themes and plugins. And really that's just going to be like anything that we log into. And I get a lot of feedback from people about how WordPress is complex and WordPress is difficult to learn, and then they turn to another website builder like a Squarespace or Wix, and they have to learn that tool too, and they have to learn what that system does, right? So really what I'm trying to say is nothing is ever that easy, right? Nothing in this world of web development for small business, of setting up your website, of driving clients to your website, of getting them to sign up for your email newsletter, of targeting your pages with PPC, pay-per-click, whether that's in Facebook ads or Google AdWords or any other advertising tool. All of this stuff that we do today in digital marketing is not easy. It's not something that you can just do today with no practice, with no patience, with no deep dive, with no learning in the tools that we are trying to use to grow our businesses. So many of you use Facebook. You're watching me on Facebook, or you use Twitter, or you use some other software as a service. Maybe you use QuickBooks. Maybe you use a customer relationship management, a CRM, right? Every tool that we use and we apply to our small business is going to be a learning curve, right? And so once we accept that fact that we are going to have to dive in and learn these tools and learn what they do, then we can start to apply the logic, apply the reason, apply what we want to the website build, right? So let's talk about a couple of things there, right? How many of you small business owners that want to work with WordPress understand graphic design? I mean, did you actually study graphic design in school? Have you taken online graphic design courses? Have you done any graphic design whatsoever in your field of view of what you're doing every day for your marketing, for your business? Many small business owners, and this is okay, we're not graphic designers. I'm not a graphic designer. I did go to school and took a class in web design and did learn some concepts about web design, like fontography and color theory and these kinds of things, right? And those are some of the things that I apply for myself as a small business owner on my own to my own Digital Strategy Works website, or some of the client sites that I do that don't have a larger budget to hire an experienced or qualified designer. And that's okay, right? In some respects, right? But for some small businesses, we want to keep kind of a brand consistency. We want to hire a designer to do our website, our print marketing materials, our advertising digital assets, our advertising materials in newspapers and magazines and these kinds of things. So we can have a style guide, a design style guide across all of our marketing assets, and we can apply that style to and those rules to everything that we do, right? That makes sense from a from a marketing perspective, is to keep kind of a consistent brand identity across everything that we do. But as small business owners, we may not have the budget for that. We may not understand color theory or fontography, or we may not understand, how people should read things online, how people should view things, how we should stack information on a page, where how big a photo should be, how it should be cropped, some of the visual cues that we want to provide. These are challenging things for a small business owner, right? Because you're really focused on growing the business, So at the end of the day, what we have to do is sometimes take a step back and say, do I know this? Can I do this myself? If you can do it yourself, it's a worthwhile excursion to teach and train yourself in some of these graphic design tools like Photoshop or some other equivalent tool, right? Or Illustrator or something like that, right? To do these things. And then, but what that does is there's an opportunity cost, right? So if you're doing something that's not running your business, but doing design, but not doing sales, then what's the opportunity cost, right? If you're not doing sales, then you're not making money, right? Revenue for your business, because you're taking time to do the marketing. For example, last night I was doing something for myself on my own website,